It's New Gear Day. We'll open this up and see what we've got inside. I really don't know what's in it. It came earlier today, and we'll take a look and see what we've got. I think it's a pedal of some type. Just have to open it and find out. Some packaging that we don't need. It is from electro-harmonix. It's the EHX tortion. JFET Overdrive. So, of course, this was actually ordered on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, but apparently it's through Sweetwater. And they sent us the regular treats, free 2-year warranty. I guess that's on the pedal. Apparently you have to claim that online. I'm guessing that's a way for them to get your contact information. They've already got mine though, so it doesn't matter. Some candy. That's for the kids. Happy New Year Day. And a sticker. Thank you. Every one of us here at Sweetwater feels privileged to be part of your musical journey. We hope you enjoy your new gear. And that's what it is, New Gear Day. So let's take a look at this. We're not doing a review today. We're just going to open it up, look at it. We'll talk a little bit about build quality and all that. Let's see here. Let me get everything centered here on the table. All right, this is just first time open. I'm typically one of those that ends up getting used gear that's been repackaged. If, you know, some of you probably understand what I'm talking about. That's bubble wrap. That doesn't usually survive the repackaging if people return stuff. Okay, comes with a plug, a wall wart. Nowadays that's unusual. Most pedals don't come with the power supply anymore. And this is a rather decent sized pedal. It has a brochure in it for more pedals from EHX. Let's see, EHX pedals, I guess. NYC DSP. I'm guessing that's New York City. Powerhouse effects and a Pico-sized package. Small package. There's several pedals on these small pedal. They're just getting smaller. It's funny, the prices go up and then the pedals get smaller. I thought only snack cakes did that. All right, let's set that aside. Got the box. It's empty. We'll set that aside as well. And let's see what the pedal looks like. All right, it is in a metal housing. That's good. And it is taped up. It is new. And it will, we don't return things here. We usually give them away, have drawings. If it's not something that I want to hang on to. But this is, I believe this is kind of like, it's a, says it's an overdrive, but I believe you can use this like a preamp. It actually has a direct output on the side here. So it has a XLR output. That will be interesting. And it also has a standard output, so I guess you can run it to your amp. The other side has input, and it has a boost switch. So it's probably a 2-channel, or it has a slide boost, okay? It's got 2 foot switches, a boost here. I don't know why it would have a boost here if it's got a boost here. But it's got a place for boost switch here, and it also has a foot switch for boost. Has bypass, so you on and off. The boost pedal is a little different. I don't know why the two foot switches would be different. Maybe they function a little differently. It's got two LED lights. It's got a red light here on the right, greenish blue light here. It's got 6 knobs across the top. Oh, this is 9 volt, a negative center. Of course, it does have a wall wart with power. It's got volume, treble. It's got mid-range, bass. So it's like I said, it's like preamp. You've got your EQ section here, treble, mid, and bass. It has pre-gain, and this is actually selectable. You have low, it has F and T. I'm not sure exactly what the F and T are for. It may tell us here. We'll look at that. But it has 2 selections, low F, low T, and high F and high T. Then it has gain. It has a gain knob here. Below that, it has, again, another volume and another gain. So that's going to be interesting to look at. This is a no frills metal case. It's not shiny or not painted or anything. It's just raw metal. It does have the little rubber stoppers on the bottom already, so you don't have to put those on. A lot of pedals come without those nowadays. They come with them, but they're not on the pedal, so you can put your Velcro on. I like the rubber stoppers. I'm a big fan and user. I use Tone X, and so I don't have a lot of effects anymore. I used to have so many effects that I had an effects, I can't remember what it's called, from Yamaha. I'm sorry, from Roland. It's one where you could plug in like 8 different effects and control their order and whether they were on or not. Anyhow, this is the, see, this has a website, www.ehx.com. That must be electro-harmonix new website address or secondary. Let's take a look and see what this says. It has some paperwork, which also is unusual. Now these pedals, New York City is where the company is, but I doubt very seriously they're probably made in China. It's a shame we don't make anything here anymore, but hopefully somebody will. Wampler pedals might be made here. I'm not sure. They could be Chinese made too. Let's see, electro-harmonix. This is the warranty, and here is an instruction thing, I believe. Modes of operation. Normal versus boost. The EHX torsion operates in 2 modes, normal and boost. The normal mode uses 3 JFET stages for low to medium high gain sounds. Okay, there's 4 here, so that's probably not what they're talking. That's probably not what they're talking about, because there's 4 selections here. The volume gain controls for normal mode are located in the top row. So we have volume, gain, and they're both in the top row, and they're way apart. So these 2 apparently replace those when you're in the boost mode. So if you click the boost, you'll switch from, it's like a second channel, I'm guessing, but instead of using this volume and this gain, you'll use this volume and this gain. The pre-gain, I'm not sure. See, the boost mode is activated with the boost foot switch and adds a 4th gain stage for modern high gain tones. Okay, so The boost mode is, like your modern EVH 5150 amps, stuff like that, high gain. The volume and gain controls for each mode are completely independent, allowing two modes to function. I don't know why they just don't call that two channels. They call it two modes. Maybe they call it modes because they probably share the EQ and the pre-gain. And if it were a channel, I guess they wouldn't share this. So it's like a it's like having two channels, but you're sharing an EQ section, I believe. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is they're completely independent, allowing the two modes to function like two separate channels on a tube amplifier. Well, it's like two channels, so why not call it a channel? All right, the gain knob. Normal gain knob is on the top row. This knob controls the amount of input gain when the pedal is in normal mode. This knob is disabled in boost mode. The pre-gain switch. This switch says switch. Okay, this is it. So there's 4 choices on switch. This switch controls the level and tone of the initial input signal to the EHX torsion. This switch has 4 settings. The 2 leftmost settings select the lower input level for vintage plexi tones. So this is a lot like having on a Marshall with 4 inputs. You've seen those that have 4 inputs. You got 2 high and 2 low, and you can use a jumper to join them together. It's kind of like this here. The 2 leftmost settings select the low input level for vintage plexi tones. The 2 rightmost settings are higher gain for a modern hot-rodded sound. Each pre-gain setting has 2 tone selections, full or tight. So that's the F. So you can go full or tight. On the low, which would be older type amp, and the more modern high gain would be full or tight on the right. It does say it's indicated by an F and a T. The full setting has more bass for a bigger sound. The tight setting focuses the bass frequencies for more modern tone. So if you're in a band and you've got a bass player, you're probably going to put this on tight. Low tight would be for like a 80s type sound or older even, and you get over here to the right. And you could use the higher gain for a lot of 80s stuff too. But you'd probably want these on tight if you've got a bass player. If it's more modern, you might actually want to leave it on full on this here, because a lot of guitars, have 7 strings now, so you get more bass out of it. See, treble knob controls the level of the treble frequency. The mid knob controls the middle frequency range, and the bass knob controls the level of the bass frequency range. Volume knob normal controls the volume on the top row, controls the output level. For normal mode, see the boost gain knob. Let's see. Where is the boost gain knob? I'm guessing it's down here. This is the boost gain knob, the white one. It's disabled in normal mode. So these two, like I said, these two don't operate at the same time. So this is boost. The 2 on the top is normal mode. Let's see. It says it's got a bypass. And basically, everybody knows that just bypasses. I don't believe it's a true bypass. They usually say that on there if it is. The boost jack switch allows an external momentary foot switch to control toggling on and off. Okay, so this one here switches between the 2 channels. If you use the switch here, you probably get one that doesn't latch. In other words, it pushes down and it's on. You lift up, it's off. Or should I say engaged, not engaged. And you can put that on there, and that allows you to, hit the boost for a second or 2 and then let off. You don't have to click it like you would this. Okay, the DI output uses an all analog amp/cabinet simulator to create the sound of a real 4x12 cabinet. This output signal is line level, and it's controlled by the active volume knob. All right, so if you're looking at this and you want to use your own cabinet simulation, then you probably use the output and run it into whatever you control that simulation with. If you want it to have 4x12 cabinet simulation in the signal, use the direct output, the DI output. So, and yeah, if you control that through your computer, you can still run the output here into your computer. And you'd probably want to bypass any mic pre's. I don't think you would want a mic pre on this. You'd probably use something just line level, like instrument level, going in. All right, that is going to do it for the EHX torsion. And I'm going to call it a preamp. I know it's a pedal. I know it's a, they're calling it a JFET Overdrive, but I believe it's a little more than an overdrive. But we will try this in front of an amp and directly into the computer. Until the next video.